Hello there, so it's Michael with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland, and we're going to look at Lyin Eyes by the Eagles. Now if you want to learn that cool lead part, stick around till the end of the video. I'll show you how to do that later. So the chords for the intro we need are G. I'm going to do this version with first, second and third finger. G major 7. So you could put a finger here, or one would be for a G, then second fret of the high E. Try and block out that A string. Then we need C's, A minor, D7, G's. The strumming pattern will be that's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that just trundles along the whole song. So this is how the intro goes. Then singing comes in and we're into verses which will be very similar. So we have a bar of G to G major 7, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of A minor, 2 bars of D7, 1 bar of G, G major 7, 2 C's, 1 A minor, 1 C, and then we're to G's. This is how a playthrough of one of those verses would go. So the first time you go through that, you then have to just go back and do it all again, okay? So just do all that sequence with the 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and just do that twice. Then restart the verse a third time, and once you get to that G there with the 1, 2 above it, just skip that, go straight to another G and just give it a big strum and count to 4. So, alright. And when I teach people stuff like this, and the reason it's there for, it's to save it taking up a whole bunch of unnecessary paper, just to demonstrate the same thing really. And it's good for guitar players to learn these directions, because you know, we're not like a lot of other musicians where we don't have to learn sheet music and how to read music, but it's good to know these wee things. Then into a chorus, so let me take you through that. And then it goes into what I've just called an interlude, which is just like the intro again before another verse. So same chords really, but you're going to have to do a B minor. So you can either do this version or the full bar chord version. You know, if that's too tough at the minute, just go with this one, it's fine. What I would suggest, whatever version you're doing, say we're coming from the E minor before, always lead with the little guys, whichever version of B minor you're doing, okay? When you're going to form the chord, get those guys done as a team and then worry about these stronger fingers last. If especially you're doing the bar chord, do not do this. You're never going to get bar chords that way if you plant the first finger and these guys are already constricted. Ultimately, you want it to land as 1, of course. With any chord, that's what our goal is. But to get you started and to get more success with them, do it that way. And the chord sequence for that chorus: G, C, 2 Gs, E minor, B minor, A minor, D7, 2 Gs, C, 2 A minors, D7, and then into the interlude. And you've got what it takes to play the rest of the song with all that information. Another verse comes along, just, get yourself this free notation. I'll just put it in the description box. Then another chorus, another interlude, another verse, another chorus. The outro is just a bit different, okay? So that's how the parts go, okay? Work on a verse, work on the intro, a verse and a chorus. Get those parts comfy. Then you can see how it all connects. And I'm just going to jump straight to the outro now. Okay, sorry, just a bit of embellishment there for fun. So the outro is a bar of G, G major 7, A minor, D7. Repeat that line 3 times just with the same strumming. And just to finish off the song, do half a bar of G and C. So count this like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And do try and get this right. You want the intros and outros always to sound good. That makes a big difference to the quality of your playing. So 1, 2 on the G, 1, 2 on the C, and just let them ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the last G, just give it a strum and that's you done. So let's learn that cool lead part that you can do at the start of the song. And do it on acoustic or electric, whatever you're playing this on. I've just decided to do it on the electric here. So this is it played slow, and then I'll break it down. So if you want to get kind of a nice country bluesy twang there, it depends what kind of guitar you have, but I've got the middle and neck pickup, the kind of combination of them. So this Strat has like 5 combinations of them, and I'm using that one, which sounds really nice. So the first lick is this. So we're working between the 3rd and 2nd fret of the high E string. So take your middle finger and play 3 in the high E string. You do a tiny bit of vibrato, or lots, whatever you want. Then go to 2. Then pick 2 again and hammer to 3. And then pick 2 again. So. And I'm just going to repeat that for you. And then just add an open string, an open high E string to finish that. Okay, so that's your first lick to work on. This is our next one. So go to the G string, 4th fret. Also already have the 2nd fret of that string planted as well. Plant your first finger on it, I mean, so that we can do this. A pull off. So finger here, you're going to pick 4, which will sound out, then flick that finger away, and hopefully this too will sound out. And that's a pull off. And then pick that open G string. Okay. Then the last section of that is pick 2, pick 4, so this is all in the G string still. First finger I'll pick 2, 3rd finger I'll pick 4, then go down to the D string, 2nd fret, and that's the target note we want there, 2 on the D string, and you can definitely do some vibrato there. So that whole lick, and let me just repeat that for you. So let's join the 2 sections so far. And hopefully you can really hear it in there. Next section. So back to the G string again, pick the open G string, then 2, and then you're going to hammer to 4 with the same fingers you were doing stuff like that before, and then re-articulate that, so do the hammer on twice. But you have to pick that note again. Then we need to add 2 on the G string, then open G, then 4th on the D string, and then open G. Okay, so I'm going to put those 3 sections together. There we go. Next bit, go up to 7 and 7 on the G and B string. And you're doing a tiny little double stop barring those notes. Just play that little chord. And then you're going to take your middle and 3rd finger and hammer on. This might be a bit difficult at first to get the stretch and the strength in the notes. Hammer that middle finger to 8 on the B string, 3rd finger on 9 of the G string. Something like that, and just make sure they're both definitely ringing out. I know it's difficult to do. And then after you've done the hammer on, just pick that double stop again. You're picking the G and B strings, so something like that. Then go down to the 5s on those 2 strings, still G and B. And we're doing a similar sounding thing, but it's a slide this time. So pick those 2 5s, drag that finger along without releasing the pressure to 7, and then just go back to the 2 5s and hit those strings again. Okay, so those bits so far. Something like that. Next bit, still on those strings, go to 4 on the G string with your middle finger, 3 on the B string with your 1st finger, and another similar sounding lick, you're going to pick that little chord. And the way I do this, you could use one finger to hammer on to the 2 5s here, but I use the 2 fingers, the third and pinky are going to hammer on to 5. Just like that. And then you go back to that chord and pick it again. Okay, hopefully that's making sense. And after you've done this bit, we need one more double stop chord, which is like a tiny little A minor. Go to 2 on the G string and 1 on the B string. And you play that chord. And there is a bit of a delay there before you get to it, okay? One more thing. Take your D chord shape, shift it all the way up to 7, 8 and 7 that would be. And what you're actually doing is playing a G triad, which sounds really melodic. So you just make the D shape, but your reference would be 7, 8 and 7. And try and leave out the other strings there. And just for fun, if you have a whammy bar, go for it. Okay, so let me put together all those double stop chord bits at the end.